What if I told you that much of what you believe about success, happiness, and relationships right now is fundamentally flawed? Not just slightly off, but built on illusions you won't recognize until decades pass? It sounds harsh, maybe even arrogant. You feel you have a grasp on things, that you're learning, growing, but there's a layer of reality, a brutal truth about the mechanics of life that often remains invisible until your 40s, 50s, or even later. It's the wisdom whispered by time itself. Lessons etched not in books, but in the unyielding consequences of choices made under youthful assumptions. Today, we're not here to shatter your dreams, but to offer you a forbidden glimpse into the future. The truths that, if understood now, could save you years of pain, confusion, and regret. Are you ready to confront the reality that your elders know, but rarely articulate so directly? In your 20s and 30s, success often feels like a race. Climb the ladder, get the title, make the money, fast. We celebrate overnight successes, the wunderkinds. The brutal truth? Sustainable success is almost always a grueling marathon, built on consistency, resilience through failure, and adapting to unforeseen obstacles. More painfully, the finish line you envision, that specific job title, income level, or recognition, often brings fleeting satisfaction. The goalposts shift. True mastery and fulfillment come not from reaching a static destination, but from embracing the continuous, often difficult process of growth and contribution. The relentless pursuit of external validation is a trap. Internal satisfaction derived from the journey itself is the real prize, a lesson often learned after burnout or disillusionment. We're fed narratives of finding the one, soulmates destined by fate. While initial chemistry is wonderful, the brutal truth is that lasting, meaningful relationships, romantic, platonic, familial, aren't found. They are meticulously built and constantly maintained. It requires uncomfortable conversations, compromise, forgiveness, repeatedly, and the willingness to see and accept flaws, both yours and theirs. The fairy tale fades. Real love and connection thrive on effort, empathy, and the conscious choice to show up for each other, especially when it's difficult. Neglecting this maintenance, assuming love conquers all without active nurturing, is why many promising connections wither over time. It's less about sparks flying and more about tending the fire. Youth is often characterized by a relentless pursuit of happiness, the next achievement, the next purchase, the next experience that promise bliss. The brutal truth: happiness is often a fleeting byproduct, not a destination to be chased. Constantly seeking highs makes you acutely aware of the lows and fosters a sense of lack. What older wisdom often reveals is the profound power of contentment, appreciating the present, finding peace in the ordinary, cultivating gratitude for what you have rather than fixating on what you lack. Chasing happiness is exhausting. Cultivating contentment is sustainable and provides a stable foundation for well-being, independent of external circumstances. This shift from chasing highs to appreciating the baseline is a major key to long-term emotional resilience. When you're young, time feels infinite. You can always do it later. The brutal truth that hits hard after 40 is the visceral understanding of time's finite and accelerating nature. Years start to blur. Opportunities missed don't always circle back. Time spent on trivialities, toxic relationships, or unfulfilling pursuits is time you can never reclaim. This isn't about inducing panic, but fostering urgency and intentionality. Where are you investing your irreplaceable hours? Are your daily actions aligned with your deeper values and long-term aspirations? Understanding time not just intellectually, but feeling its preciousness, fundamentally changes how you prioritize and live your life. Every wasted day is a page torn from a book you can't reprint. We strive for control over our careers, our relationships, our health, our future. The brutal truth is that we control far less than we think. Life is inherently unpredictable. Economies shift, health changes, people act unexpectedly, accidents happen. Trying to rigidly control everything leads to immense stress and frustration. The wisdom gained over time isn't about achieving total control, but mastering the art of adaptation. Resilience isn't about preventing storms, but learning to navigate them. Flexibility, acceptance of uncertainty, and the ability to pivot when plans derail are far more valuable than clinging to an illusion of control. Those who learn to dance with uncertainty rather than fight it experience far greater peace and effectiveness. In youth, health is often taken for granted. We push our bodies, neglect sleep, eat poorly, assuming we'll bounce back indefinitely. The brutal truth, often learned through painful experience later in life, is that health is the foundational wealth upon which everything else is built. Chronic neglect accumulates interest, payable in illness, low energy, and diminished capacity to enjoy life. Investing in your physical and mental health now, through exercise, nutrition, sleep, stress management, isn't a luxury. It's a non-negotiable deposit into your future quality of life. Ignoring it is like building a mansion on crumbling foundations. The price of neglecting your health will eventually dwarf the cost of prioritizing it. These truths aren't meant to discourage, but to empower. Recognizing them early isn't cynicism. It's strategic foresight. It's about trading youthful illusions for enduring wisdom. Success is a journey, not a destination. Relationships require building, not just finding. Contentment provides stability. Happiness rarely offers. Time is your most precious, non-refundable asset. Adaptation trumps control, and your health underpins everything. Understanding these brutal truths now is like receiving a map to navigate life's complexities more effectively. Avoiding common pitfalls. Don't wait for life to teach you these lessons the hard way. Start integrating them today. Which of these truths resonated most with you? Share your thoughts and perhaps your own hard-earned wisdom in the comments below. If this perspective offered value, subscribe for more life mastery insights like this video, and share it with someone who might need this foresight. Master life. Don't just live it.